a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin popping, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Whoo, Lord, child. How y'all doing out there today? I hope everybody feeling good, okay? So let me tell y'all. So I had I'm last minute trip. A lot of y'all already know what's going on because y'all are in the forum. Shh. Don't say nothing, okay? Keep it to yourself. But y'all know I have a busy weekend. And so because of that, I wanted to try to get scripted TV done first. And when because I already had this ready and I had so much ripping and running to do, girl. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all, you just gotta order, you know what you gotta do? You have to buy things in case you get an opportunity to do something. You have to buy things with the mindset that I'm gonna be able to wear that somewhere. I'm gonna wear that. You know why? Let me tell you why. Short story. So I have an event to go to. It's semi-formal. I have lost a lot of weight. So the things that I have no longer fit. I have to clean out my closet. It's ridiculous. So I went out today and yesterday in search to see if I saw anything that grabs me. And I was like, you know what, bitch? You should have bought that Angel Brinks dress a few weeks ago when you were on her site and you saw it. It's the same one that Jen Shah was wearing in the confessional, black with a lot of like jewel tone stones and chains and all kind of shit. Beautiful. And I was like, I don't give a fuck if Jen Shah wore it. I'll wear it better. And so I really, really was like, damn, I should have bought that shit. So now I know when I see things, I'm going to buy them, because you go in the mall and you can't find anything. You been around the world and I can't find an outfit. I don't know when, I don't know who. Like, who the fuck is buying for the mall? Who's buying for these stores? They're not buying what they should be buying. I understand you don't want to buy a lot, but buy the appropriate things for where we are. We're in 2022. It's not 2015. Make it work. Thank you so much for coming through on your birthday. Happy birthday, Rack D. Happy birthday, my love. Okay, I hope you have a good one. I hope you are enjoying, okay, this circle around the earth one more again, you know? Y'all, when you're on camera, like, you look crooked. So nigga be constantly trying to straighten they shit out. When really like my instinct is to lean to the left, but and when I'm looking at myself, it makes me want to lean to the right. You know what I'm saying? It's all weird. But either what you needed to go to a wedding boutique. I know. And I thought about it last minute, like, oh, I should have went to red carpet, or I should have went to one of them places on Severn. But you know what happened? I ended up deciding that I'm just gonna wear a dress that I already have. Cause like it's long. So semi-formal. It's long and it's velvet. And I just went out and bought some shoes to go with it. As we're waiting for more people to come into the room, do you want to see my shoes? I think you guys want to see my shoes. Give me a second. I'm gonna get my shoes. Thank you. It is giving where in the world. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So are you ready? Are you ready? Woo! So my dress, you guys are gonna see the pictures, of course, because I'm gonna post. But my dress is green, emerald green, but it's velvet emerald green. And so I saw these and I took advantage. And I was like, these are gonna go. And it was between these and a booty. And I really wanted the booty, but because the dress was long, I felt like the pump would be better. You know what I'm saying? I just hope I don't trip out of them because pumps are always weird with me. Like pumps are weird for me. Like I like them and my calf muscles are stronger now, so I can do this. But I feel like it always is slipping off the back. Always you're walking, you got to make sure your shoe isn't click-clacking off the back of your heel. So I got some of those pads that you put in the heels. So that, you know, I'll be able to stay in the shoe. Okay. And then I'm gonna, you know, bring like a backup black something. Get the grips. What are grips? Talk to me. What are grips? Y'all know I don't wear uncomfortable shoes on a regular basis. That's not something I do. But I'm all about a look. I'm all about a look, my girl. Okay, let me show you what I got before we get into sisters, because we're gonna do sisters first. This is what I got. Do these work? Do these work, y'all? I definitely wanted to get this. Does this work, y'all? Let me know. Y'all be knowing. I don't be knowing, y'all. I be relying on y'all. My girl, pull me down. No one mess around. My love life is so big. We going out tonight. Cause I'm ready for love. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm going to make a conscious effort to not keep fucking with my hat. I'm going to make a conscious effort. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Before I get into it, do you know another thing that I loved about, you know, this shopping experience, even though I didn't find anything to wear? I'm a size 2. And listen, y'all, that don't matter. Okay. I would have been happy being a size 6. If that meant, you know, but I like to keep, I like what I'm doing. I like working out. I like challenging myself. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have like an athletic build, I guess, at this point, you know, because I'm not going to stop. So I'm just going to keep doing it. So it's just, you know, it's going to have muscle tone to it, but I eat. So it's going to be thick. You know, it's giving what it's supposed to give. I do my lower body now. Okay. And I just signed up for the new challenge. Y'all know there's a new challenge on ifyoucanmove.com with Kiara LaShae, right? Her new challenge is lose the tummy, but keep the thickness. I think that's what it's called. And you know, that's right up my alley. And I'm almost to my 6-pack. Y'all say it's a 6-pack. It's a five, it's a four in 2 halves. You know what I'm saying? It's almost there. But yeah, they work for me. They work for me. They work for me. They work for me. They work. They work. Shout out to Whitney and Bobby, bro. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into Sistas. Sistas annoyed me, and that's why I want to get it out the way. Okay. Okay. Let me pull up my notes. Okay. Andy gets home. Her whole apartment is empty. Her entire apartment is empty. For normal bitches like myself, this would be a red flag that somebody needs to get out of town or maybe move to another apartment complex. I don't know. But I'm not even gonna shit with y'all. Gary bought a $3 million penthouse in Andy's building and had them move all of her things. All of her things. Her panties, the food out of the fridge, her unmentionables, her sex toys. Somebody put their hands all on that lady's personal shit and moved it upstairs, I guess, because it wasn't none of her furniture, but I'm guessing. And then he bought her all new shit. So I almost felt like, so what did you really do with her shit? Did you really put it upstairs somewhere? Or did you do what I think you did, which is put her shit in storage for whenever she upsets you? And then you can use it against her some type of way. I don't trust Crazy Gary, as he now will affectionately be referred to, thank you to Zach and Fatima. Crazy Gary's ass would have me in witness protection, running from a nigga, hiding, wearing wigs. You know why? Because he legally should not have been able to do that. And he did that. Now, yes, the penthouse is amazing. Amazing. You guys, there is a huge picture of Andy. A beautiful, huge picture of Andy. It's giving Dream Girls. It's giving Dream Girls when you saw Beyonce and Jamie Foxx characters' relationship moving forward, and then you seen the photo shoots and then the large picture on the wall in their home of her. That's what it was giving. And y'all know one thing about Andy, one day about KJ Smith, that face card and the body card does not decline. So, of course, this picture is gorgeous, stunning, breathtaking. All with new shit all over the place. Amazing view. It's in her name. So it really, really annoyed me the entire episode. And this is what I realized, this is what Tyler Perry does. Oh my God, Tyler Perry. I did not know that you were intending on making us hate you. You're like an unseen character in your shows because we're watching it and we're like, just go upstairs. Just go to the penthouse. If not for the fact that that's what he said your shit is. Go upstairs to the penthouse. Why are y'all standing in heels in this empty apartment? For the sake of what? You've already driven the Rolls Royce around the block. Had a traumatic experience, found out it was all for play. Explain to me why it took them the entire 40 minutes of the episode for Andy to see this goddamn penthouse. It annoyed me to no end. I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed the entire episode. Will she just go the fuck upstairs? Oh my God. Sabrina and Danny saw the apartment. They were us. We were them. And then once again, the fellas Obviously, when they were filming Sistas, the guys would get together and play shirts versus skins on Tyler Perry's property. And then Tyler Perry was like, oh my God, we should add this to the show. And it doesn't make sense because these niggas should not be friends or hanging together. It's all problematic. Nobody should be hanging with Gary at this point. Erin shouldn't be hanging with Zach. It's just all weird. It's all weird. If Preston shows up, I'm done. But here we are. Here we are. At the basketball court. Okay. It's a lot of naked men. All right. Tyler Perry, we know you enjoy giving us naked men to oogle at, looking at their pectoral muscles, and they're always greased up to perfection, Jesus. Okay. Black men in all of their physicality and all of their glory. Gary propositions Zach. He wants Zach to put in a good word with Fatima so that Fatima will put in a good word with Andy because he wants her back. He wants her back. Hey, D, thanks. Okay. So he says, I know that you have an issue with the stocks. Somebody's after you about the stocks, right? Well, I could help you with that if you will put in a good word with Fatima. And I thought I was going to have to jump through the screen and smack the shit out of Zach, Gary, and Tyler Perry. But then Zach said, and this is when Zach proved me right, when I have been saying this consistently this entire show. I have been saying to y'all constantly that Zach and Gary were not the same, even though Andy and Karen love to put each other in the same boat. It's not the same situation. Gary was abusive. Gary got all your shit taken away by the federale hood. Gary had you walking down the long country road after he tried to take you out into the nether regions of town so that you could find a country home that you didn't want. But now we're supposed to believe that Gary listened and remembered every single thing that Andy has ever said about what she wanted. She wanted the views. She wanted all of this. She wanted the penthouse. Girl, nobody give a fuck. Like the shit you was asking for was so special. Like they don't have a whole bunch of bitches out here that want a penthouse apartment with a nice view and a man that will buy them all new name brand clothes that fit them exactly and surprise them with it. Yes, bitches love surprises. Andy, you're not special. These needs and wants that you have were things that Gary could have deduced all on his own. You know why? Because it's shit that he would want. Zach said, fuck out of here. I don't know who you thought I was, but that's grimy as shit for you to know about what was going on with me and not say anything. And what you think I'm gonna do with Andy? Like, what I look like a pimp or some shit? What I'm gonna force her to be with you? And see, that's the thing, Gary. That's what you don't seem to understand. You need to change your mindset about this situation. You cannot muscle, you cannot convince, you cannot manipulate people to want to be with you. They have to just want to be with you. It has to be, I don't know, non-abusive, non-toxic. And the thing that makes me mad is that because Gary has money, unlike most of you niggas out here, I'm just saying, hold out here for him. Because Gary has money, Gary is allowed to continue a cycle of abuse with Andy. And we just watching it with an imaginary laugh track in the background. And I'm just kind of like, this shit is really like starting to get weird for me. Like, Gary is weird as fuck. Andy's switching back and forth with wanting to be with him. People thinking that because he bought her all those things that she should ignore him hugging her the fuck out. Have you ever heard of hugging somebody out? You heard of choking somebody out, right? Oh, well, Gary hugged Andy until she could not breathe and passed the fuck out. Then Gary's wife, who he was married to, jumped Andy if it were not for Fatima. So I'm just looking at this whole situation, and y'all, I am Karen, but I'm also Danny. Don't be with the nigga, but please go upstairs and take the keys to the penthouse that he bought for you, because that's the least his duck ass can do. As long as it's in your name, I would have took all of the shit and said, guess what? Guess what? We still not together. Boop. I want it all. I'm taking it. I'm keeping it. Thank you very much. We're not together. So you can keep trying to buy me things, and it's not going to work, because Gary's going to have a moment where I've bought you all of this. You still don't want to be with me? I've bought you all of these things. Nigga, that does not matter. That does not matter. That does not matter. It should not matter. It should not matter. Let me tell y'all, it does matter to a lot of y'all women. A lot of y'all women let niggas throw y'all in the TVs because they got money. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'd rather get my own money than get thrown into a fucking television by, a 6'4" black man. I'm just saying. It's along those lines. Hugging a bitch to death is along those lines, okay? Throwing a bitch into a television in front of her newborn baby. Like, y'all, that's that. Who's that nigga name? I forgot that quick. They come a dime a dozen, you abusive ass, crazy ass football players that love being extremely abusive. And then when somebody catch y'all in the act of doing it, y'all act like that person was wrong. Okay. Child, and the Kanye situation. Child, I'm so tired of fucking Kanye. Child, sometimes I be tired of being here. Like, not that I don't want to be alive, but just Earth is ghetto. And I want to leave. But anyway, Karen finally admits she's pregnant without going to a doctor, without any real formalities about the pregnancy. She is just resigned to be pregnant for Zach, if for nothing, because she wants to be pregnant for Zach. You want to be pregnant for him. You want to have a link to him. You want to have a connection to him. Karen is a stereotype for all of you bitter baby mamas. She may not be a baby mama yet, but she gonna be one. She gonna be one. That's what they said, right? That's why they're giving Zach and Fatima their own show, right? I'm guessing. I'm trying to understand what else the fuck y'all need to separate the two of them from the rest of these hoes for. Child, they need each other. These storylines need each other. What y'all gonna do? I'm gonna watch. But what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do besides have Zach be dealing with bitter baby mama Karen while trying to be in a loving, lack of toxicity relationship with old girl Fatima, with thick ass, crazy ass, gun carrying, I got hood niggas to harm you if I need them, Fatima. The show is so toxic. But I also feel like it brings out good conversations, because there are a lot of the homegirls that are, they're these bitches, man. The homegirls are these bitches, man. The homegirls, the ones, who we cool with, who we went to school with, who we talk to, who we go to work with, they be having some of the same complaints and conversations as these women. It's sad. But sometimes stereotypes are very much true. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay? Now, with that being said, there's nothing else to say about Sistas. Okay? And I don't even think there's anything really to read in the comments, because there ain't that many people in here, and I don't really care. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Queens. Okay. Nani, nani. Okay. I used to know women like the cast. I no longer associate with them. Well, good for you, friend. Good for you. Okay, they get they get me used to that. Anyway, so queens, are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, so y'all, this episode, which was the finale episode, Eric wanted to propose to Naomi, you guys, and we was like, finally, we knew it. Remember, Robin said it was always her. It was always going to be her. So Eric has his whole plan to propose to Naomi. He talked to JoJo about it. He's all excited. Okay. But the proposal gets interrupted when Cam petitions, and I do mean Cam the rapper, Cameron, okay, petitions for paternity of JoJo, putting all the plans on hold because JoJo just could not wait until after the proposal to let them know. I'm like, bitch, was that really information? Was that information really needed to be given expeditiously? It could not have been postponed until they came back to the house. They were going to be coming back to the house in an hour or so. Like, what? Why did you have to ruin the proposal with this? Oh my God. Naomi never got a paternity test for JoJo, but believes in her heart that JoJo is Eric's daughter. And listen, girl, this is Naomi. This is Brandy. Explicit lyrics. Okay. When that girl said that she felt in her heart that that baby was Eric's, I believed her. I do. I do believe that women have a sense about themselves, but baby, I have seen way too many episodes of Paternity Court with Lauren Lake for me to listen to any of this bullshit that you're talking about. Like, Naomi, what? Why would you have never, like, what? But then again, she wasn't trying to be a parent. So why would she try to go and, make the extra effort to see who the pappy was? She wasn't even trying to be a parent. She was trying to hustle that baby off to her mama so she can go and be a singer/rapper. Because I was like, how you explicit lyrics, but you in a bar on an acoustic guitar? Y'all make it make sense. I mean, I know she can do both. I know she can do both. I am not stupid, but still. Oh Lord. So let's go ahead and move on. The girls want to perform again. Okay. Y'all know we started out the episode when they was in there, you know what I'm saying? Butter Pecan is getting better. Okay. Valeria is getting better, girl. All right. And they were performing and freestyling and doing their thug thizzle. They want to get back to performing, but not without Brie. And Valaria has her solo project popping, and it's just a lot going on. They just started Nasty Girl Records, so they kind of are in, the red. It's just not shit not flowing the way it needs to be flowing for the girls to get back out there with new music. Okay. Valaria decided that she didn't want to have a baby with Thomas. And even though Thomas said he would be okay with that, she could not handle the guilt. So they had a long conversation. They talked, they cried, they love each other, but it's over. And I was just like that, huh? Just like that. Just like that. And I was just like, why so quick? It felt that way the whole time. It felt like we were never going to get to know him. I don't know why. It felt like he was going to go. It felt like he wasn't going to stay. But I still felt like, why? Why did y'all give us this? Was this necessary? Did we need this? I mean, I guess it was something Valaria had to go through, girl. But I just ultimately felt like, I guess that was a waste. Was it just me that felt like it was a waste? Shotgun, it wasn't shotgun. Nobody's pregnant, but still, just, I don't know. I guess I was sad because I thought that she would finally have somebody in her corner in that way that was just for her, but she did show a lot of growth with understanding that they could love each other and not need to stay together. K-Rup, thank you so much for the super chat, love. I appreciate you. I know, I like Thomas too. I just, they got rid of him in a flashback. Did they? Because I feel like we didn't even see him. She just explained it. I didn't even see him. I just saw an explanation. Child, the way these actors be deciding that they don't want to get COVID vaccines and shit. People probably was like, the nigga got fired. Write him off. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know if that happened, but I just keep seeing stories like that, and I just be shaking my head like, this shit is stupid. Anyway, y'all, Lauren has her new political, viewpoints for her rap music, and she's in school. And so she attracted some white liberal kids. She did a performance, and there were only 20 people there, and most of them were white kids with their fist pumps into the air, and it was just giving lame. It's giving it's not hot. It's giving it's not popping. Because when there are no black people, it's not popping. That's what it is. Everybody knows, okay? Black people are the gatekeepers of, what's cool. All right. So at first, Lauren felt the way, but them little white kids pressed her. Okay. They was like, listen, are you really about this? Are you really trying to change the criminal justice system? Or are you just in here with the shits? Let us know. Okay, because if you're really trying to affect change, we have a case that you may be interested in. And then we find out about Ronnie Mills, 25 years old, been in jail since he was 18 years old for murdering a man in the mall. And he says that it was self-defense. I'm mad that we didn't really hear any specifics about it, but we did hear that his lawyer got disbarred not long after his trial, that the evidence was shoddy at best. And ultimately, he should not be about to get executed. He shouldn't be, like they shouldn't be killing him. He shouldn't be being executed for this type of situation. But you could tell this is one of those times that I have to wonder, so was the person black or was the person white? That's my question, okay? But we really didn't get, to have that type of understanding of the case. What we did understand is that Lauren went to go see him in prison, and it was a bummer. It was a bummer. Yeah, he wants to talk about anime. He's excited to meet her. He's a fan of hers. But all she can see is this young black man being put in prison and being executed for something that we all know a white boy would have got off on. You know what I'm saying? So she's highly touched and felt the need to say something upon walking out of the prison because there was press outside. And at first she said no comment, but then she turned around and she called out the governor. She wanted him to meet with her and go through the case personally because this is a great miscarriage of justice. Okay. And so yeah, it was sad. I was just reading that comment. It was sad. But either way, the governor agreed to meet with her after she did an interview, but flaked on her, had her sitting in his office all day acting like he was going to meet with her and then disappeared. And I'm like, that's really what you bitch ass niggas do? When it would have been so simple for you to sit down, it would have took you maybe an hour to go through that case and vacate that man's, execution. Like literally something that only would take you a minute. Honestly, you could have done research for the case before you met with her. You have interns, you have assistants, have them read the shit to you. And not with their bias, but the facts of the fucking case, like lawyers, assistants, and shit should. So it just, and I really do feel like, if you are a governor, I really do feel like you should have been a lawyer first. But y'all know the way this backwards ass system is, they gonna have your governor being some fucking hick, ignorant ass motherfucker. That shit be irking me, y'all. I live in Louisiana. I have a personal issue with things like this because sometimes it feels like it doesn't matter what you do, child. It don't matter what you do. It's just gonna always be good old boys. It's gonna always be ignorant, old ass, retarded minded white people in positions of power deciding everything. And then everybody else just has to deal with those decisions. It's just very tiring. Like at some point you just kind of be over this shit and be like, Earth is ghetto when I wanna get away. However that song go. I be knowing it sometimes and sometimes I don't. I hate it here. It's the same in Texas. Child, I already know. Most of these southern states ain't worth shit. And it's like the only reason you live down here is because it's cheaper. Because apparently, in order to live somewhere where your governor or your city council members, the people that represent you in politics, in order to live somewhere where those people aren't trying to constantly kill you, you got to live somewhere like California. You got to live somewhere like New York. You got to live. You have to live in an expensive ass major city in order for you not to be taken advantage of on the same scale. Because if y'all pay attention, a lot of the, the fucked up things, people's bodies ended up wrapped in fucking wrestling mats and shit. Don't be in no major cities, do it. Backwoods. Niggas' daddies is the police chiefs and shit. Okay. Um, I'm leaving whenever my dad leaves this world. Annette, that's a no. I don't like that at all. I feel like that's a very detrimental way to think about death. If you are here, it is because you are supposed to be here. Please talk to your daddy about that because I'm sure he wouldn't want you to feel that way. Um, because it's gonna happen, and you shouldn't feel like you want to, take me now. Like, no, no, it shouldn't be like that. Parents die. Parents die, y'all. I had mine die on me. It's tough every day. It's tough. Okay, I hate it, but I ain't about to die. Okay. Oh no, you say leave the state. Okay, child, you gotta say stuff to me because you gotta spell it out. Cause y'all know how people be. Leaving the state, gotcha. Okay, leaving Texas when your dad died. Got you. Say that. No, I just like, I've been had, conversations, recent conversations with people talking about losing a parent and just how they take that shit deep in. You know what I'm saying? Like jump. Like, no, come back. Come back. Nobody told you to do that. Stop. Nobody asked for that. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that. Okay, so back to Ronnie Mills, who is on death row. Okay, right. So the governor flaked, and Lauren kind of gave up for a minute. Jill was really trying to push her to stick with this, but she was feeling so defeated, like nobody cared about what she had to say. Okay, and then we see this cute little scene where Lauren and JoJo commiserate on how the old folks tired them out misgendering people all the goddamn time. Then they talk about if it even matters who JoJo's biological father is, because ultimately you love Eric. So what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? And basically she was like, I need to know if he's my dad or not, regardless. And Valaria tells Eric at the same time, they're going back and forth during this conversation, that Eric has to let things run its course, because he was fine with not finding out, but Valaria was like, no, you know what I'm saying, you gotta let it be what it's gonna be. Don't be scared, let it be what it's gonna be. All right. So the girls then find out that they're being inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, and they're hoping that this will bring Bree back. But she flaked. At first, she was gonna go, and then she flaked. But when they go and perform for the award show, we see Trina and we see Brianna on the video on a FaceTime, giving a little, we love you to the queens and all of that. So that was dope. Eve was probably pregnant as fuck in her bedroom on FaceTime. Y'all about to record this? All right, let me get into character, bitch. Hold on. But yeah, y'all. So before everybody started to perform, Lauren went out there and gave the stats on Ronnie, and then also gave everybody the governor's phone number in huge letters. Okay, very, very huge letters. I love that. Then they did like a little, medley of all of their songs, which was dope. The choreography was cute. Okay, we were here for it. So we find out once it's all over. Okay, wait, no, hold up. Eric proposes, and then we go 4 months later. 4 months later, we see Eric and Naomi getting married. And y'all, I love this scene because it was playing the song that Lyric and I played at our wedding. We played it during the reception, though. But y'all know UGK, I Choose You. But they played the original. You know what I'm saying? I choose you, baby. Baby, you've been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. You know what I mean? I show you shit you never seen. 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't meet my woman. That ain't my style. I need a real street stalker to walk a green mile. Okay? I'm gonna stop because I really wanted to look. I sent the text to a girl I used to see saying that I chose the cutie pie with whom I want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. And I CC'd every girl that I CC around town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I We hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Wetness all around me, true. But I'm no island, peninsula, maybe. Makes no sense, I know crazy. Give up all this pussy cat that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with review mirrors, they dip. As quick as they can, the atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a pip, I'm glad it's nice. So the light from the sun would not burn me on my bum when I shoot the moon. Height, jump the broom like a preemie out the womb. My partner yelling too soon. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Sure on the subject. You sure? Fuck it. You know we got your back like chiropractic. If a bitch do you dirty, we'll wipe her ass out and send detergent. Now hurry, hurry. Go on to the altar. I know you ain't a pimp. A pimp, remember what I told you. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart. 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part. Man, Sweet Jones, listen, that's my shit. I had to do it. I don't care. I had to do it. We find out that, well, hold up, no, because there was stuff that we found out after, but the wedding was so beautiful. Naomi is ready to be happy, and she's ready to be happy with Eric because everybody was so worried that she wasn't ready to be in love. But no, she ready. She ready. Shout out to, old girl. Jill is now managing all of the new talent, bringing in all this new talent to Nasty Girl Records. So the money is getting up, okay? And she has a talent for that. Shout out to Jill. Valeria is selling out her tour, giving real J-Lo vibes, okay? Waiting for tonight. Oh, when you will be here in my arms. That's what she be giving to me. Lauren got into USC. Oh my God. And she did a paper on Ronnie's execution being pushed back. So yay, Ronnie didn't die. And then we get a text from Bree, and it's a picture of all the girls together, and then we see Queen's Tour 2022. And we know Eve gonna come back because Eve just had that baby. So she gonna be back. So yeah, y'all. I hate that Butter Pecan and her husband broke up. Me too. Sounds like a series finale rather than a season finale. I hope it is a season finale. It was a great, I loved it. It was great. Like the music, the vibes, the people, the stories were quick and they were also smart. Like they weren't just talking about any old thing. I feel like this is the type of show that could really shift the culture if people really get behind it. Like if they get behind Queens the way they got behind Empire, which to me isn't. The drama was there, the murder mystery version of it was all there, but it was missing, to me, it was missing the bigger picture. Like I get it. We have to be, more, we have to be more loving and supportive to our gay Black folk. Like that's what the main premise of that show was to show that y'all needed to stop being so homophobic because y'all like this show. So fucking stop. Okay? That's what a lot of people felt. Okay? Queens is talking about things that matter. They're having real conversations about the things that happen in the industry, about how these things can change. And I feel like a lot of times TV shows can help shift culture. If they can give people an idea of what is possible, then people will eventually create what they've seen. So all ran woman, record label, you know what I'm saying? Like those types of things. Like we want to see those types of things. Women getting an opportunity to not be assaulted, to not be manipulated and taken advantage of in order to be in the entertainment industry, because the entertainment industry is ran by a whole bunch of creepy ass men, like a whole bunch of creepy ass, I want to take advantage of women type of men, and then male identified ignorant bitches that back up and validate their bullshit. It is what it is. Just like how Remy Ma was assaulted by that producer, and then you got Lil Muffin talking about that never happened when it happened to her. You know what I'm saying? That was a reflection of the shit that happens in real life, B. So I just kind of feel like I appreciated the conversations that Queens was having every episode. It was something different every episode, but then we still have this, the continuity of the storyline happening. And so I just, not just actresses playing singers and rappers, right? actresses who are also artists. Y'all know Butter Pecan is the only one that's exclusively just a actress, but all three of them are artists and musicians and have a a personal understanding. So I was just here for Queens, y'all. Queens was a great show. If y'all haven't checked it out, y'all know it'll probably be available for y'all to stream somewhere soon enough, and binge watch. Y'all need to get into that. So we're about to get into Queens of Napa. Y'all, Queens of Napa is another show that I feel like y'all should be watching. I know a lot of people don't watch some of these shows. A lot of y'all, talk about how y'all don't even watch TV. But I feel like representation is important. And if you're going to watch shows, you might want to give the colorful, well done Black shows a chance. All right. And Kings of Napa is really good. Like, I am enjoying it. Okay. Every episode, they be having me pissed off, which is always a good thing when you are trying to, when you invoke emotion in your content, whatever that emotion is, at the end of the day, job well done. Okay, job well done. And this has Black excellence type of shit, beautiful, rich Black people, but that are also, some of them are bougie, some of them are down to earth. Everybody has their issues. We've already talked about mental health. Okay, then you got the sister who got pregnant by the sister's husband. Then we found out this episode that this sister ran off and went to go find herself and left this sister with her husband and her two kids. Okay, because at the time, Christian here, this one, hold up. This one wasn't born yet. So Dana and August, who's in the front, okay, left Melanie with Reggie to raise August and Dana. That's when Melanie started fucking your husband. I was just like, well, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, after the interview you did with Robin, I'm watching Ladies Who List Atlanta immediately. I'm glad I saw, listen, I'm so glad that y'all felt the way I felt. Like, there were people talking about how they were still high after watching the interview, like, because it just made them feel so good. And I told Robin that it would give that effect because we felt that way. Like, I felt good. Like, first of all, Robin's energy is like really great. Like, when she's in a good, a good place, her energy is like really amazing to me. And she gave such a great interview. And I feel like she was so honest that it scared her a bit. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized how much balls you really gotta have to be as honest and blunt as I am on platforms such as this. It ain't like I ain't got shit to lose as well. Like, but ultimately, this is a business and I make money off of my honesty. A lot of the time, a lot of y'all fuck with me because I am honest, and I recognize that in her. And I totally connected with her. And after the interview, I felt good. During the interview, I felt good. And I felt like y'all would feel that too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy that everybody was enjoying the interview. If you have not seen the interview with Robin from Ladies Who List Atlanta, which is also an own show along with Kings of Napa, y'all should go and check it out on Jamie That's Me's channel. Okay, that view was to die for, wasn't it though? Her condo was so nice. You know what I'm saying? But yes, okay, y'all have to go and check out that interview. It was such a good time that we had. So y'all, Kings of Napa. So August has gotten over Dana spying on her because now there's a storm that could possibly flood the vineyard, and Bridget can possibly be the extortionist. So there are more pressing matters at hand. But I would like to point out the way at the end of every episode, they make you think that Dana and August are going to kill each other. And then we get to the next episode and they've decided to get over it. And I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna need for y'all to stop being so dramatic, okay? At the end of the episode, making us think that they're never gonna be able to, get back good again. And they really don't love each other and they really don't like each other. Like, every time you turn around, y'all making us feel like Dana and August gonna end up killing each other in some type of way. And then we start the next episode and it's like, oh yeah, we were gonna kill each other last week, but that was last week. Let's move on. And I was just like, okay, if that's what we're doing. But it keeps the storyline moving. The fact that they don't like harp on the same thing over and over again. Something is happening every episode. Every episode. Okay. So Bridget Bridget can possibly be the extortionist. Bridget's energy is fucking weird. Can we say that? Oh my God, it's so weird. First of all, what is Bridget's issue with August? Can somebody tell me? I'm so confused. So confused. First of all, August is not the one that didn't want you to work at the vineyard. That was your Aunt Vanessa, who you're now on good terms with. She was the one that asked you to go to New York so that she can try to turn you against your mom because she's vindictive and crazy. Okay? And I just don't understand how that circles back around to August. I don't. I don't understand how any of this is August's fault. All August is trying to do is save the business, and Bridget is giving August all of this, like all this venom. And it makes me feel like, were y'all ever really friends like that? Were you always secretly jealous of August because August was the daughter that got claimed openly? You know we feel that way, girl. You know we feel that way. You jealous. And we want you to stop. Because it's really hard to watch her be so mean to August when you can tell August is doing nothing but trying to like get back in this good place with her. You know, and I also feel like, how dare you? You and Reggie had a secret. You knew Reggie was your daddy for years, and August had no idea, and you lied to her about that. Just like your daddy and your mama were lying, you lied too because you knew as well. But there's no accountability for that. Oh no, Bridget can't stop for a fucking second to think about how she's also a liar with secrets. Miss, I'm trying to fuck my brother's wife. What? Girl, the superiority. I cannot. I cannot. And maybe that's why you was on 10 on this episode, because you know that you fucked up too. You fucked up for trying to take roles away from Dana. You dead ass wrong. Now you know that's not just your cousin, that's your brother. And you're really out here trying to steal on that man's wife, talking about I'm your way away from this family. That's what you said. He heard you say that. And Dana played it cool for the most of the episode, y'all. For most of the episode, Dana is keeping it on the low that he saw Rose and Bridget kiss on the cameras in her house. Okay? Rose was supposed to give a presentation, but for some reason she's not there. I don't know if her and Dana had a conversation or not, but she went to New York and he has Quincy, you know, following her to keep tabs on her. And I'm just like, you're weird as fuck. She told you where she was, so why you keep it Dana is weird. I don't like Dana's controlling shit. I think that's probably one of the main reasons why Rose doesn't know if she really wants to be with him. As much as she loves him and loves the family and the money and the prestige and the legacy and all of that shit, I feel like she doesn't like the fact that she has to get treated like shit in order to be there. Because Dana treats her like shit. Like, Dana can just up and decide, whether he wants to fuck with her or not. And it's just fucked up. It's just really, really fucked up. All of it's really, y'all, it's messy. If you're not watching this show, it's messy. Okay? Listen to me. Like I said, Rose was supposed to give a presentation, but she's not there. Christian and Yvette are out of town, and Dana decides to upload the presentation himself. Meanwhile, like I said, he's having Rose watch. Bridget wants to talk with the family, but she wants everybody to wait until Melanie gets there. Now, y'all, there's a storm brewing outside while all of this is going down. Dana wants to ask straight up, Bridget, are you the extortionist? But August says that they don't have enough evidence, and we do not want to handle it the way we handled it last time with Otis because you were wrong. You were wrong. So we're going to handle this my way, said August. Okay, that's what she said. But we all know it doesn't matter how you feel, August. You have to be 2 steps ahead of your fucking brother in order for you to stop him from doing dumb shit every episode, because he's always doing dumb shit. Like Dana's always doing. Last week, Dana called the police on Otis before they had enough evidence. Otis crashes the damn van, goes into a coma for a short while to wake up and find out that they thought that he was the extortionist and he was not. Dana, you should not be in charge of the business. Like what? Anyway, I'm sorry. Hold up. Bondi ain't talking about nothing. Okay. I mean, I'm talking about what is titled here in the video. This video is titled Scripted TV. And the shows that I'm talking about are up there as well, honey. So if you don't want to see what I'm talking about, you ain't got to comment. You can just, you know, see me later. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like rude about it as if, my commentary is now boring because I'm not talking about some bullshit on the blogs. Well, there's that. So let's go ahead and press on. Y'all really don't have to stay and comment if y'all don't want to, hear what I'm talking about. It's not like a mandatory thing. It is so not a mandatory thing. Like, y'all are weird as fuck. Go do something. Go do something. You don't have any clothes to fold or something? Like, go do something. Anyway, as I was saying before that rude ass comment took my energy away, Bridget is drinking a bottle of this reserve wine from one of Vanessa's crystal glasses. And Bridget and August kind of have this moment where they think about how the mom, Vanessa, is always fucking with them. She's all bark, no bite. She gets upset about them drinking out of the glasses and then doesn't do anything about it. Okay, so they were just joking about that, right? They're joking about that. And August was actually serious. Like, could you please put that glass back? August has a lot of anxiety, you guys. We get to see that this episode. Like, we saw it last episode with the panic attacks, but like it's happening more frequently because everybody is arguing and August doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Okay. So she is like, look, Bridget, can you just tell me what's going on? Because I have to get back to this presentation about our dessert wine. August is trying to put out this dessert wine. You know what I'm saying? Like her life is depending on it. She feels like the dessert wine is going to bring the vineyard back, okay? And make sure that they don't run out of business and go broke, okay? Because everybody wants to stay bougie, okay? So anyway, Bridget. Everybody has a job. The president of the company cannot spend time studying grapes to the millimeter. Bitch, that's your job. Everybody has their job. Dana is in charge of the money. That's what he's good at. August is in charge of the business as a whole because she can think about the long game in the big picture. That's why she's the boss. Okay? And you are in charge of the grapes because you have a special relationship with the grapes. So why are you asking for August to be able to do your job? Like she said, that was the reason why she hired you back, so that you could handle the grapes. That's what you do. You handle the grapes. Nobody's asking you to be a CEO. Nobody's asking you to handle this president shit. Nobody's asking you to come up with marketing plans. They're asking you to look after the grapes. So all of this energy was really, really fucking annoying to me that Bridget, does all of this. You know what I'm saying? With August, like August did something to her. Melanie comes rushing in and Bridget tells them about the evil grandmother that's in a mental institution. Y'all know last week Vanessa took Bridget to New York and she met her evil ass grandmammy who got dementia or some shit. I feel like the bitch remember everything, you evil old bitch. Okay? This was just a way for you to get your children to be responsible for you while you disrespect them with reckless abandon. Okay? That grandmama ain't shit, and I said it. And Vanessa is very much like that grandmama with the way she can be a tad bit evil, just a tad bit, trying to turn Bridget against Melanie, saying that I'll let you back into the fold if you stop having a relationship with your mama. That sounds like some evil grandmama shit. I'm just saying. Bridget is screaming to the top of her lungs about how her mom is responsible for her grandfather's death because that's what Vanessa said. Vanessa said that you killed grandpa. Put grandma in a mental institution, okay? And Melanie starts getting a little dizzy. Y'all know she went to the doctor and they said she might have some type of infection and she got out there out the country. So we don't know yet. But she looked like she was about to pass out. Okay. Vanessa comes in, the power goes out because, Satan came in and he took the light out. Um, Hold up, let me read this super chat before I get into that. Okay, thank you so much, Queen RN, for the super chat. Thank you for the reviews on these scripted shows. I really enjoy them over reality shows. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Queen. So the power goes out. And the fermentation tanks have to stay at a certain temperature or it ruins the wines. Okay, as Dana so eloquently put it, it's just going to be ripple. All right. And once again, August is looking for Bridget to handle this. And she's like, well, shouldn't you be able to handle this, August? Aren't you the boss? Shouldn't you be able to handle this? Get her out of here. Get her out of here. But they can't go anywhere because they're also locked in there. When the power went out, it locked the doors. I was like, who put this in place? Bridget tells August that she should be able to fix it. And she says, the tanks are your job. That's why I hired you back. And she says, and is that why you sent me to New York? And August screams, what are you even talking about? Just help me. Okay. And this is when Bridget says she can't. There's nothing she can do. I'm like, then why the fuck were you expecting August to be able to fix it if you know there's nothing that can be done until the power comes back on? See what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay. Vanessa and Melanie start arguing again. And Melanie gets dizzy. I told y'all. Melanie explains that her mama found a joint in her purse. Okay. She flipped out on her and she smacked her and knocked her to the ground. She saw stars. I said, girl, my daddy did that to me one time, child. These people with this corporal punishment, they need to stop. It's terrible. Okay. Nobody needs to see stars over no little shit. Okay. Anyway, Melanie explains her mom found a joint in her purse, flipped out, hit her, and then when she fell to the ground, she looked up and the mama was about to hit her again, but then here come the dad. The dad grabbed her arm and then she pushed the daddy and he fell and hit his head on the coffee table and had an aneurysm. Then when the police lied, the mama turns to Melanie and tells her to shut up, don't say nothing, and then never says that she pushed him. Okay, she weaved the story, but it was never the truth. And then when Vanessa came home, because Vanessa was not there, telling the story with so much conviction, but was not even there. Okay, Vanessa came home and the evil ass mama told her that it was, a fight between them. And she just blamed her because the mom was always pitting them against each other because she thought it would make them competitive out in the world. And their father hated it. And Melanie was like, really, Vanessa? Think about it. When did our dad ever raise his voice to either one of us? So why would you believe that dad died getting upset and screaming at me over a fucking joint? Think about it. And she thought about it. And she realized, knowing her mama, that she probably was lying. And she was like, well, why would you not say anything to me? And Melanie then has to explain the psyche of being a fucking teenager with an abusive mom that just killed your dad. And you're the only one that knows because you were the only one there. She has to explain to Vanessa, a grown-ass woman, that as a teenager, she didn't have the bandwidth to hold on to that secret and keep straight A's. And then when the mama lost her damn mind and Vanessa had to stay behind because Melanie got the fuck. Okay, Melanie wanted to be a teenager, wanted to be free, wanted to be from up under the thumb of the abusive, evil ass mama. And Vanessa ended up having to stay behind and take care of her. And then Vanessa resents Melanie for not coming back. And she was like, girl, I could not do it. I could not do it. And then Vanessa moves the bar again. So then it's, I can forgive you when it comes to mama, but I can't forgive you for sleeping with my husband, especially when the only reason you did it was because he reminded you of daddy. You have some fucked up Oedipus complex shit with you that you haven't resolved in therapy. That's what this is about. You want to go to church? Well, I'll take you there. That was basically verbatim, bitch. Basically. Okay, I added the cuss words. They be cursing though, just not the big ones. And I was like, first of all, Vanessa, if she slept with your husband because he reminded her of y'all daddy, then you damn sure married, had children, and fucked Reggie because he reminded you of your daddy. Because you're saying that. So you had to think about it because you think that Melanie was thinking about it, and Melanie ain't never told you that. Melanie ain't never said that to you. I was looking at Vanessa this whole episode like, if y'all don't get this crazy ass lady away from me, you ain't nothing but a younger version of your crazy evil ass mama sitting up here trying to find a way to blame that lady no matter what. Yeah, what she did was fucked up. But Melanie told the story. Melanie said, first of all, I slept with Reggie and had Bridget before Reggie and Vanessa got married. Let's start there. Yeah, they may have been together, but they wasn't married. And we remember that the reason why they had sex was because Vanessa had decided she was going to be with another boy. And so Reggie then decides, I guess, to fuck her sister as the consolation prize. This nigga Reggie wasn't shit, but y'all, y'all swear he was the best. Okay. But to me, fucking on your wife's sister as soon as she out the room, or fucking on your old lady's sister when she decides to move on to the next or whatever, you flaw. You flaw. I don't care. Reggie flaw. Period. Okay? So, she slept with him before they got married. They got married. She had Dana. She had August. August is probably the oldest. So, she had August and she had Dana. Okay? Something like that. Then decided that she wanted to get back into journalism because she wasn't being fulfilled by being just a mother. So, she had to go out there and figure out that she wanted to be in her family again. Okay? But it took some time. And while she was out there trying to chase journalism, Melanie was at home with Reggie taking care of the kids and sliding into her position in more ways than one. You forgave your husband. I feel like you forgiving your husband in your mind. But honestly, I feel like because he's dead, it's just easier to put all her anger on Melanie. It really is. And I recognize that. But ultimately, I'm going to need for you to put it in your mind that your husband wasn't shit neither. Spread that blame around in his dead ass. Okay? But ultimately, Melanie was like, I raised your kids for you. Okay? It's either Dana or August. Christian is the youngest because Vanessa said when she came back and her and Reggie started to work it all out, and then Melanie left because she couldn't deal with the guilt. And so she went and did the Nurses Without Borders or whatever and left Bridget with them because Bridget needed stability. Bridget needed a family. And Bridget got that. And the truth of the matter is, nigga left you with your daddy. And I feel like I want to know, when did Bridget find out? That's what I want to know, since you knew already. When did you find out? Dana, I figured Dana was the oldest. That's what I figured. But the way they talked about whether she didn't know if she wanted to keep him or not, that was what made me think that August might have been first. But yeah, either way, Dana, August, Christian. Okay. But it was cool when you was leaving your sister to raise your kids. I'm like, well, so what you thought was gonna happen? Y'all, I'm just saying, I would trust that, like, if something happened to me, I was in the hospital. Girl, if you decide to leave your family and leave your man with your sister in the house, please know that at some point your sister probably fucked your husband. Just know. I don't know a Lifetime movie where there's a different. I don't know. I don't know a scenario when that wasn't what probably went down. Okay? So, anyway, you guys, August has a panic attack and ends up having to check everybody. Okay? She says she's tired of Vanessa pushing babies on her. And Vanessa is like, because I get so much, love and gratification from being a mother, and I just want you to feel that too. Yeah, but I get that same feeling from my career. And I don't want to feel inadequate because I don't have fucking children yet. Back up off my womb. And that's for everybody. Okay? And so after that, she then, Rose texts and tells Dana that they need a break. And so he blows up and blames Vanessa for not showing them how to deal with relationships. All she taught them how to do was run and have, toxic relationships. And he admits that Rose left him. Bridget and Melanie talk. I told y'all this part about her saying what all went down with her and Reggie and all of that, and Doctors Without Borders and all of that. Dana asked Bridget if she's screwing Rose, and she denies it. But Rose texts her phone. So when the power came back on, everybody started getting the text that they were, supposed to be getting earlier. So now he grabs her phone and reads the text message of Rose telling Bridget that she missed her too. I was like, it is messy in front of the family. Everybody saw it and they were like, what is going on? And Bridget had already told Melanie that she was, feeling a married woman. But I feel like Bridget is blaming her mom for her current circumstances. That's why she's drinking and wilding out, because she's in love with Rose and Rose is married and she feels like she's doing the exact same thing that her mom did. And she doesn't want to do that, but that's the situation that she's in. So instead of taking responsibility for her own shit, she's going to get mad at her mom, not realizing that her mom may not have much time left. Okay. And I love the way August told her that you need to give your mom like some effort because she's always trying with you. She told Dana that Rose was his day one, his ride or die, and he needed to stop acting like he didn't know that. And also told Vanessa and Melody that they needed to put their shit, aside, because the past is the past. It's done. It happened. Okay? She had a kid with your husband, bitch. It happened. That's still your sister. What you gonna do? I feel like they need to just get over it. The nigga dead. So what? You love Bridget already. Okay, Melanie was gone for a long time. It ain't like the nigga still alive, living in a house and you got to worry about her fucking him again. Like, all of that's over, girl. You might as well let it go. Find you a new man and keep her the hell away from him. Okay? But yeah, the power came back on. The wine was saved. Thank God. And then Dana's ass informed the other winery that had some of these same issues with their grapes, informed them that it was a possibility that Bridget was the person. So they called the police. And the police came and arrested Bridget when everybody was having a good time singing and dancing and eating and drinking and shit, trying to have a come to Jesus Sister Sledge moment. And you told them they called the cops all because you mad that Bridget is fucking your old lady. So you're going to call the police and have her arrested. Meanwhile, Melanie is running out in front of the police to have them stop. The police, because they have no reverence for anybody, especially when they're not white, push her violently to the ground and she hits her head and starts having an aneurysm, throwing up and foaming at the mouth. Bridget is in handcuffs in the back seat. Great job, Dana. Great job, Dana. Because this was the outcome that we all wanted. Oh, y'all, I can't stand Dana. I cannot stand Dana. I just can't. Makes my nerves bad. But anyway, y'all, that was the episode. I can't wait to see what happens next week. I enjoyed this show so much. And it's beautiful, y'all. I know y'all can't, but y'all, August and Dana be killing it with the looks. Killing it with the looks. And as far as scenery and set, I feel like it's the exuberance that Tyler Perry gives without making it a character of its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in the background, but it's beautiful. But it's not like, look, we're trying to be rich. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know. I haven't watched Bel Air. I know everybody's saying that it's so good. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I plan on watching it. Maybe I'll binge watch it while I'm, taking this little trip when I'm on a flight and stuff. And, we'll see. We'll see. But let me go ahead and go. And I might possibly come back to you guys around 8-ish, 8:30 to do a BondyBlue show. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share me with you people. Okay, subscribe to BondyBlueShow.com. Even if you are a free member, please go to my website, sign up, BondyBlueShow.com. Stop becoming Patreons. If you become a Patreon, I'm going to cancel it. Okay, and I'm eventually I'm feeling like I'm going to get rid of my Discord and I'm going to get rid of Patreon because I feel like some of y'all are doing slick shit and I don't appreciate it. But either way, love you guys. Talk to you later.